Well, first of all, let me get it straight right now. I have to go on my little Richard bag. I am the one who created Miami bass. The architecture of it being up-tempo, using a sample from the 70s or 80s pop music and making it all meshing together with scratches and all of that, that's my blueprint. My blueprint. Not Luther Campbell, not Fresh Kid Ice the Chinaman, not Marquise your brother. DJ Mr. Mixx is the architect of that. Never really shouted it from the mountain back then, and really I'm kind of a slept-on producer because of that. But just for people to know, yes, I created that blueprint. And I always knew that our music was always going to be around because it's basically dance music with joking, comedy / raw comedy lyrics to go to it. So I always knew that it was going to be around. Comedy's still around and partying's still around. So it's not amazing to me that this style of music is still popular and people are trying, take, bits and pieces from it, like Black Eyed Peas and all the other guys that want to try to, do their little things with the stuff. It's always going to be a successful style of music. The characteristics of Miami bass, or so-called Miami bass, is this: 808 drum machine. The sounds from the 808 drum machine, you don't have to necessarily use the machine itself. Scratches, chants, call and response, DJ chants to the crowd, like what Fat Man Scoop, that's what the kind of stuff that you kind of know it. That's what Fat Man Scoop does now, but that's what we were doing way back then. Disco records, up-tempo R&B classic records like Dance to the Drummer's Beat, anything that's from the 70s, even back to the 60s, because a lot of these records that I use for my songs were records that I grew up listening to as a kid, and just took bits and pieces and creatively put them together to where there's a lot of songs that we've done, you probably wouldn't even know where they originated from. That's how crafty I was about putting the stuff together. I truly believe there's always challenges in music. I feel like I wanted to get the hip-hop genre the respect of other genres to where we can start working together. Wouldn't it be cool if Snoop could do a record with Dolly Parton and it ain't really no big deal? Right now it would be made out to be a big deal because there's two, Snoop's over here and Dolly's over there. You know what I mean? But I think that hip-hop or rap music, whatever name you want to give it, is a cousin to all of the different genres. So it should really be easy for these things to mesh together. The problem is you got some guys in the rap game that don't have no class, that don't feel like that hip-hop should merge into some of these other genres with these other big giants. There's been a couple of people that have done it. Wyclef and Kenny Rogers did some stuff, and a couple of other people. But that has to be on a basis to where it's not a novelty. It's a thing to where these two people are getting together and, whatever it is you guys put together, it could be cool enough for country and it could be cool enough for rap. Both entities got to want to do it. I would say that would be a challenge. My plans for the future is to stay out the way of foolishness. In this game, you got a whole bunch of money whores and that's in the music industry that call shots, or I should say indirectly call shots. The Def Jams of the world, the Interscopes of the world, the Universals of the world. They kind of, call shots on how this game is going to go, who's going to get the opportunity, who ain't going to get the opportunities. I feel like, even though MySpace is out there and YouTube is out there and a whole bunch of different ways for you to be able to bring attention to yourself is out there. At the end of the day, these major companies, you know, they're driving the car and they're going to drive it however it is that they choose to want to drive the car. I don't necessarily like the fact of how they drive because a lot of them, you know, will rather work with someone that they know and the particular artist or the particular singer or the particular rapper they know as a B-C student instead of going out there and doing like, you know, taking the angle of what like our American Idol will do. They'll scoop up a bunch of people and, you know, shake them loose one by one, and this is the champion and this is the one we going with. I think that the whole industry should work in that manner for all different styles and genres of music. You know, right now the game is on lock by guys that, you know, want to sit on their ass on their jobs, don't want to really A&R nothing, because if they flop the project in 4 months, then they're going to be out of a job. So it's a lot of, you know, there's a lot of talent out here that you just probably won't see because these A&R guys and these record companies are not developing anybody. They want all the shit, they want the cream to rise from the top, from out of the lower areas, and then when they see something, they say, okay, that's raising up far enough, we'll grab that. Okay, this thing is raising up far enough, we'll grab that. They don't want to make no investments on anyone. They'll wait for whoever it is that comes up out of the weeds, and then they'll snatch them up. That's how it goes. This is my new CD on Mann Records / MCAA Records, which is me. Mixx Certified All-Star Alliance. That's what MCAA stands for. The new single, Sex, 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 you had to figure that, is based off of me using a record that's, you know, basically up-tempo dance, you know, call and response, but it has a little German music twist to you. I'm not going to give it all to you. You have to go check it out. DJ Mr. Mixx, the money and the booty on Mann / MCAA Records. Please check it out. You know, you can even go to my website, DJ Mr. Mixx. I'm on MySpace, myspace.com / DJ Mr. Mixx. You can go to MannRecords.com. You can go to YouTube, you know, type in D Hobbs, Hobbs, the number 2 live, Live, D Hobbs 2 live. You can find me. It's not hard to find me. It's not hard to find nobody no more. Just got to have the info. Then when you get the info, do what you need to do with the info. That's it. That's all you do. DJ Mr. Mixx, the money and the booty. In stores now. What you waiting on?